Hi, I'm Shelley Power, Curriculum Director for Polestar Pilates, and today I'm going to talk to you about how to create your first-time presenter submission video for presenting at the PMA conference. And we're going to go through some different tips and tricks on how to make the best quality video in terms of the filming, and we're also going to talk about what you should include in the video itself, about teaching and different things, and we're going to do it from both a more seasoned and a more beginner, never been on camera before perspective. So let's get started. Your video needs to be 5 minutes in length. Make sure it's those 5 minutes. And if you're a more seasoned presenter, or if you've done this a lot or been on camera, mainly just highlight some things that you want to bring out and make it a really strong 5 minutes. If you haven't really been on camera before or you haven't taught in this kind of a setting, it's really great to make an outline and rehearse. Do it many times so that you really get it down and you're not quite so nervous as you go. So it's really important as you're putting together your submission, this is for class, for one of the MAT classes, that we really see you teach and you really are highlighting your strengths as a teacher. So make sure that you're going around, and even this is just a mock class, make sure that you're teaching the people in front of you. So get in and walk around and observe the students. Make corrections. Use tactile cues, imagery cues. Make sure you're giving the information about the exercises that's really going to make you shine. It's also nice to see different levels. So if you can teach a progression of an exercise, that's great because that shows that you can teach a more basic version of it and a more advanced version of it. And so that really highlights your skills as a teacher. Now, if you're going to submit for a workshop, this is a little different. Make sure that you submit something that's similar to what you're going to be doing for the conference if your presentation is selected. So if you're going to give something that's more of a lecture with a PowerPoint and slides, do that. Have a PowerPoint set up, have people sitting in chairs, and show what you can do for that presentation. If you're going to be teaching movement to a person or maybe one or two people, set that up and show what it looks like, show what you're going to do so that we can see you in that setting. Make sure it's really relevant to what you're going to be doing. And you can cut to the chase. You can get right to the meaty part of it. So you don't have to have a long introduction. Get right into the teaching part of it so that we can really see you. So there are 3 essential elements to creating a really good quality video: location, audio, and lighting. So obviously, if you have access to a proper camcorder, or a family member or client or colleague knows how to operate a camera, then use those resources. But for everybody else who does not have access to that, I can demonstrate how you can film your video on an iPhone. So just be sure when using an iPhone or a similar device that you turn the phone to landscape mode, not in portrait, and then you place it on a stable tripod or a table. The most important technical aspect of filming the video is your actual location. Your location will dictate every other factor. You want to find a location that gives you room to move around. You want it open. You don't want a lot of props and a cluttered space. And the most important thing is that it's quiet. So close all the windows and doors, turn off the air conditioner, and reduce as much of the ambient noise as possible. The farther away you are from the camera, the more ambient noise or sound echo will be recorded. So you need to get as close to your phone as you can while still being able to get to everything you want to in your shot. You want to be near the students. And finally, you're going to need to speak a little bit louder than you normally would. You don't want to scream, but if your voice doesn't project loudly enough and clearly enough, no one's going to hear you on your iPhone's camera. So you want to make sure that you're filming this in a location that's really well lit. It could be from the windows, it could be from lighting, either one or both would be great. You want to make sure that we can see you and the students really clearly. If it's too dim, we can't see what you're doing. Keep in mind also that you want to make sure that you're not doing something right in front of a big open window. You're not filming in that direction because we won't be able to see what's happening in the class and we'll just see the glow from the window. After you've recorded your video, you need to review it. You need to watch it to make sure that you can be seen, the students can be seen, that you can hear yourself talking, that you're not talking too fast and going through really, that it's clear, and the people who are going to be watching your video know what you're talking about. So be sure to review it and make sure that no weird things happen. Maybe you were standing behind something or someone was standing in front of you and you didn't even realize it. So go back and watch. That way you can refilm it if you need to. So now you reviewed it, you can hear yourself, you can see yourself. It's a really great submission video. If you need to or want to, you can go in and put this footage, especially if you've done it on your cell phone, you can put this footage on your computer and you can edit it. There's lots of different programs that you can use to cut out little boo-boos or to string things together so that it makes more sense. Once you've done that, then you're going to upload the video, and all of the directions for where and how you upload is listed on the submission guideline sheet. That'll be sent into the PMA, and then we get the pleasure of watching your video. I hope this has been helpful, and it's going to help you to put together your submission video. Maybe it makes you feel a little bit more confident about doing it and things to look out for that you might not have thought of. So I hope you have fun creating your video, submitting it, and we look forward to seeing you at the PMA.